Привіт, дорогі українці! Ласкаво просимо вас на подорож через українське село та з нами відсвяткувати День Незалежності України разом з нами.
Hello and welcome to this year's celebration of Ukrainian Independence. For more than 10 years, we here in Ohio have been celebrating this great day with a parade, a festival, and other great events. But as we all know, the year 2020 is different. And since we cannot have a parade and a festival, we're going to bring you this very special virtual Ukrainian Independence celebration. Right from the heart of Northeast Ohio's Ukrainian community, the Ukrainian Village in Parma, Ohio. Soon we'll be taking you to Ukrainian Village, but we're going to start here in Cleveland's Tremont neighborhood, where the first Ukrainian immigrants settled more than 130 years ago. By the end of the Second World War, the number of immigrants finding a new and better life in Cleveland kept growing, and today there are more than 50,000 Ukrainians in our community. The Cleveland suburb of Parma eventually became the heart of that community, and within Parma is the now world-famous Ukrainian Village.
Ukrainian Village is a neighborhood and business district that stretches 2 miles down Parma's busy state route, Route 94. It is here that the yearly celebration of Ukrainian independence has been centered.
We'll talk more about Ukrainian Village, how it came to be, and we'll have a look at some of the festivals and parades of the past. But right now, let's begin our virtual celebration of Ukrainian independence by introducing Roman Fedkiw, who is at the entrance of Ukrainian Village in Parma.
Welcome to Ukrainian Village. Ласкаво просимо вас до нашого села.
In a minute, Roman will help lead a ceremony that actually did take place, the raising of the flags of the United States and of Ukraine, and the playing of the national anthems of both countries. But first, let's hear these greetings from the Ukrainian Catholic bishop and the Ukrainian Orthodox bishop.
Glory to Jesus Christ. Slava Isusu Christu. Greetings on the 29th anniversary of Ukrainian independence. This year, we celebrate Ukrainian independence in a unique situation. We are unable to gather at the Ukrainian Village, to be together, to rejoice in those events and cultural activities. But perhaps this year, more than ever, we should say in our prayer of thanksgiving, a blessing for Ukraine, for us as Ukrainian community here in Greater Cleveland area. In thanksgiving for the gift of faith, of our Ukrainian heritage, letting our families in our community be aware of that great gift and carry this not just on a day of celebration, but throughout the entire year. May God bless you all and happy Ukrainian independence.
Слава Ісусу Христу! Glory to Jesus Christ! Дорогі брати і сестри у Христі, сердечно вітаю усіх вас із 29-ю річницею незалежності України, із Свято-Андріївського Українського Православного Собору чи церкви-пам'ятника нашої Святої Церкви у Саут-Баумбрук, Нью-Джерсі. Щиросердечно вітаю усіх українських громадян, усіх жителів околиці Клівленду, Парми, котрі цього року відзначатимуть 29-ту річницю у цифровому, віртуальному святкуванні Дня Незалежності України. Я знаю, що ви не маєте можливості цього року пройтися вулицями вашого міста в параді, відзначаючи річницю Незалежності України. Але духовно я єднаюся з вами. Давайте пройдемося бодай духовно вулицями наших міст, прославляючи нашу неньку Україну. Слава Україні! Героям слава!
Зараз будемо починати нашу програму святкування Дня Незалежності України в парку спадщини в українському селі. Here now, in Ukrainian Heritage Park, in the heart of Ukrainian Village, our virtual celebration continues with the raising of the flags of the United States and Ukraine and the playing of the national anthems.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight of the ramparts we won?
We're very grateful to those who took part in this ceremony, members of Ukrainian American Veterans Post 24, and representatives from the Ukrainian youth organizations, PLAST and SUM. Also in attendance were a number of elected officials of the city of Parma and the leaders of other Ukrainian organizations.
Welcome to the city of Parma. I've always enjoyed marching in our Ukrainian Village parade, seeing the colorful costumes and all the wonderful people along the parade route. Today, I'm wearing my Ukrainian shirt, which I've worn in past parades. The shirt was a gift from Ternopil Mayor Nadal when he visited our lovely city in 2017. This would have been the 11th year for our parade. I am pleased that the Ukrainian Village Committee and the United Ukrainian Organization are keeping the momentum going with a new approach, Ukrainian Village Days. Anyone traveling through our Ukrainian village can see our community pride, easily visible in street banners, murals, and shining golden domes of St. Joseph's. This month, the additional decorations are highlighting our village's vibrant small businesses, neighborhoods, and culture. To all Ukrainians in Parma and around the world who are honoring Ukraine's Independence Day, I wish you a joyful celebration. I look forward to gathering in person next year. God bless.
Hello and welcome to this year's celebration of Ukrainian independence. I am Marta Lishanetsky-Kelleher, President of United Ukrainian Organizations of Ohio, representing Americans of Ukrainian descent in the Buckeye State. United Ukrainian Organizations was founded more than 90 years ago by visionary leaders who understood the need to build a Ukrainian community united in a mission to preserve a heritage and create a platform to advocate with one voice for those silenced in Ukraine by communism. Ukraine's transformation to a sovereign state, although protracted and costly, was realized 29 years ago. I am proud to say that the Ukrainian diaspora here in Ohio, as in the entire United States, played a vital role in ensuring Ukraine's rightful place as an independent and democratic country. Unfortunately, Ukraine's current and greatest challenge, entering its 7th year, is Russia's invasion and occupation of eastern Ukraine and Crimea. With the steadfast support of the United States and our Ohio leaders at the federal, state, and local levels, we will continue to speak out with one voice and bring pressure until Ukraine again is free from Russian aggression and occupation. З Днем Незалежності України вітаємо мешканців нашої громади, українців у цілому світі, а головно в Україні, і закликаємо з'єднано будувати ваше майбутнє, бо тільки разом можна осягнути великий ціль. Слава Україні! God bless America.
I'm Sherrod Brown. It's an honor and a pleasure to represent you and the Ukrainian American community in Ohio. Happy Independence Day to all of you as we honor the beauty of Ukraine, the democracy in Ukraine, the fight for justice in Ukraine. Thanks to the United Ukrainian Organizations of Ohio for organizing today's event. Obviously, this year's Ukrainian parade in Parma had to be canceled. We're all sorry for that. We will see you next year. But this virtual commemoration speaks to the unity and the strength of Ohio's Ukrainian community in Cleveland and Parma, especially in Northeast Ohio, but all over our state. As a Clevelander, I'm particularly proud of the Ukrainian community's contribution to this city and to this community. On Ukrainian Independence Day, we must reaffirm that aggression against Ukraine cannot stand unchecked, that the Ukrainian people have a right to decide their own future without interference from the behemoth on your border, on the Russian border, and that Ukraine's an ally of the United States will continue to fight for the integrity and the independence and the rights and borders of Ukraine. I'm co-chair of the Ukrainian caucus in the United States Senate. That certainly means I'm committed to strengthening that bond. We'll continue to oppose Russia's inclusion in the G7 for its actions to undermine Ukrainians' sovereign. I spent some time in one of the prettiest cities I've ever been in, Lviv, in Western Ukraine, and of course in Kiev, which is another wonderful city with a great story of civilization in that part of Europe. So congratulations to all of you. Thank you for including me. Happy Independence Day to all.
Hi, this is U.S. Senator Rob Portman. To all of my friends in the Ukrainian American community of Northeast Ohio, happy Independence Day to Ukraine. 29 years ago, through their voices and their votes, the men and women of Ukraine set their nation on a course to freedom from Soviet oppression. In fact, more than 92% of voters in the 1991 independence referendum chose to set their country on the path to self-determination. It was a victory for the ideals of liberty and justice our two countries share. Today, I see progress in Ukraine as it works to reorient itself toward the West, defend itself against Russian aggression, and commit itself to critical governance reforms. I'm very proud to support those efforts as the co-chair of the Senate Ukraine Caucus and help lead the effort for additional assistance to Ukraine in the Senate. I'm pleased that our recent legislation we passed for the defense legislation provides an unprecedented amount of non-lethal aid to Ukraine to protect themselves. I'll continue to be a leading voice here in Congress for the Ukrainian people as they work to guide their country on the path to a free, open, and democratic society. Thank you for all you do to support this effort. With your help, I truly believe a bright future awaits Ukraine. Godspeed.
Hello, I'm Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur, representing Ohio's 9th Congressional District along the beautiful southern shores of Lake Erie. As co-chair of the bipartisan Congressional Ukraine Caucus, I am thrilled to celebrate with you all Ukraine's Independence Day on August 24th, 2020. During these challenging times, as our nation and Ukraine reel from COVID-19, it has become even more important to cherish the communities we hold dear. That is why I am so thankful to the United Ukrainian Organizations of Ohio for organizing this opportunity for Ukrainian Americans in Parma and across our region to celebrate in a safe and virtual way. As you well know, Ukraine is the scrimmage line for liberty on the European continent. Its road to liberty has at times been jagged, but the Ukrainian people's perseverance is an inspiration for liberty lovers everywhere. Tragically, since the 2014 Maidan Revolution, over 14,000 Ukrainians have died at the hands of brutal Russian aggression and millions more have been displaced. Yet Ukraine has taken critical steps forward thanks to your unwavering support and advocacy. In the United States Congress, we are committed to preserving liberty in Europe by providing robust support for Ukraine's people. As a senior member of the Appropriations Committee, I'm especially pleased to report the House of Representatives has voted to increase strategic assistance to Ukraine. This includes $275 million for the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative, up $25 million. Additionally, we provided $255 million for anti-corruption assistance, a $5 million increase. Given the Zelensky administration's backsliding on reforms, the increase in anti-corruption funds demonstrates our resolve to ensure the government to fulfill its promises to the Ukrainian people. This support for Ukraine is so important, not only for Ukraine's security, but to protect our national security. Ukraine serves as the bulwark at liberty's edge against Russia's hybrid warfare operations to disrupt global democratic institutions. With our upcoming elections in November, lessons from Ukraine also teach us to be vigilant against threats, foreign and domestic. Again, I thank you all for your critical efforts and stand with you in solidarity as we celebrate Ukraine's Independence Day. Onward liberty, onward Ukraine. Slava Ukraina.
Now, as promised, let's jump back in time to 2009 and the creation of Ukrainian Village. It started with an idea by Father John Nakonechny, the pastor of St. Vladimir Ukrainian Orthodox Cathedral. Soon after, the United Ukrainian Organizations of Ohio collaborated with the City Council of Parma and then Mayor Dean DePiro. The result was a resolution that declared a 2-mile stretch along State Road Ukrainian Village.
Я люблю Ukrainian Village. Hey!
The opening ceremony on September 19, 2009 was the result of months of planning, and it consisted of a religious ceremony, a parade, a festival, and a dedication and unveiling ceremony here at Ukrainian Heritage Park.
Ukrainian Village is the heart of the Ukrainian community in Northeast Ohio. There are numerous Ukrainian-owned businesses, credit unions, cathedrals, organizations, and schools that serve our community. Political, cultural, religious, and fun events are held in this bustling neighborhood. More recently, the community hosted Ukrainian and Eastern European Affairs roundtables with United States Senators Rob Portman and John Barrasso and Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur, a Ukrainian elections roundtable with Ohio Secretary of State Frank LaRose, a celebration of the 85th anniversary of United Ukrainian Organizations of Ohio, a Euromaidan rally at Parma City Hall and at Heritage Park with Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur. We have welcomed to the village former Ambassador of Ukraine to the United States, Valery Chali, and Mayor of Lviv, Serhiy Nadal, to promote and build partnerships with the city of Parma, and Patriarch Filaret of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church, Kyiv Patriarchate, to commemorate the 1932-33 famine, Holodomor. 2 days later, then Ohio Governor Kasich presented the community a resolution recognizing the Holodomor, a genocide of the Ukrainian people. Events such as the annual caroling in the village and festivals have brought the community together to celebrate and showcase our rich cultural heritage. Ukrainian Village is a place for all. Fun activities such as decorating of the Christmas tree by students and youth groups and the hosting of a chess tournament at Heritage Park make this a place for everyone to enjoy. We welcome all of you to peruse our Facebook page as well as our website for past and future events.
In November 2010, the city of Parma bestowed property across the street from St. Josaphat Ukrainian Catholic Cathedral for a Ukrainian Village Park. The partnership between the city of Parma and Ukrainian Village culminated with Ukrainian Heritage Park. The park, which was dedicated and open to the whole community on August 10, 2011, was the 20th anniversary celebrating Ukraine's independence.
Since 2009, the City of Parma Ukrainian Village Parade has been one of the biggest in Northeast Ohio. Thousands of people take part in and enjoy these parades and festivals. Local and international visitors come to enjoy the rich, dynamic Ukrainian culture and delicious cuisine.
All this talk about the wonderful festivals and the parades of years past has made me famished. Ready for some lunch, some vareniki, some kobasa. So Dick, how about we head over and get some lunch?
Great idea, but first, let's look at some scenes of parades and festivals from the past and look forward to the day that we can all do this once again.
Нема то краю на ту верховину, якби мені погуляти хоч одну годину. Ой, нема то краю на ту верховину, так би мені погуляти хоч одну годину. Ой, нема то краю на ту верховину, так би мені погуляти хоч одну годину. Зверха на верх, а згору бір, з легкою Ой, нема то краю на ту верховину, якби мені погуляти хоч одну годину. Ой, нема то краю на ту верховину, так би мені погуляти хоч одну годину. Ой, нема то краю на ту верховину, так би мені погуляти хоч одну годину.
Ukrainian Village covers 3 wards of the city of Parma, which has over 80,000 people. The village is home to many businesses, and the members of City Council know very well how important these businesses are to the health of the city of Parma and of Ukrainian Village, and they recognize the enormous contributions of the Ukrainian community to the city of Parma.
Hello, this is State Representative Jeff Crossman from Parma, right here in Parma, and I just wanted to say congratulations on this wonderful celebration of Ukrainian Independence, the 29th anniversary, and this 11th anniversary of the celebration of having wonderful Ukrainian Village right here in Parma. I live right here in Ukrainian Village, and I'm honored to be a part of this celebration, so enjoy your celebration and have a great Ukrainian Independence Festival.
Hi, this is Councilwoman Kristen Sabin. I am proud to represent Ukrainian Village of Ward 4. I'm wishing you all a very happy Independence Day. I'm also wishing that you all stay very safe, healthy, and well during these times.
Hello, this is Ward 3 Councilman Mark Castleberry. I'm here today to say how proud I am to represent Ukrainian Village. I'm also happy to be a part of the 29th anniversary of Ukrainian Independence celebration. I hope you and your families are staying safe and healthy, and hopefully next year we'll be back to normal with our regular parade.
Dobry Dane. My name is Roy Jack. I'm the councilman for Ward 9 in Parma, and I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the Parma's Ukrainian residents on their 29th anniversary of their independence. And it's an honor to have so many of the Ukrainian people in my ward. Some of the streets that are the majority of Ukrainian residents are a pleasure to drive down. The yards and properties are so well manicured that it's a real pleasure to represent the Ukrainian residents in Ward 9. And thanks for everything you do for Parma. Congratulations.
Ukrainian Village is a strong community of dynamic small businesses with a large impact on the whole greater Cleveland area. The diversity of businesses includes everything from self-care to pet care, to auto, restaurants and bakeries, Ukrainian specialty stores, ice cream, pizza, bowling. This is home to amazing people, foods, and services. You know, when you support the talent and craftsmanship in Ukrainian Village, you will be very impressed.
Просимо вас загостити до нашого українського села.
You are always welcome here in Ukrainian Village. Happy Independence Day to Ukraine.
On behalf of the Ukrainian Village Committee, I would like to congratulate Ukraine and Ukrainians throughout the world in celebrating 29 years of independence. Mnohé lita Ukrajino, slava Ukrajini!
Ой, на плаю